Okay, roll film.
What kind of movie are we gonna make?
When people keep repeating that you'll never fall in love, when everybody keeps retreating, but you can't seem to get enough. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. The only key to your heart.
I'm quitting acting.
Stop you falling apart.
I'm tired of people thinking I'm some kind of joke.
How about you give me a chance to say, let my love open the door. It's all I need.
You're so afraid of life hurting you again that you've stopped living.
Release yourself from misery. There's only one thing gonna set you free. That's my love. That's my love.
You don't do the business will do you.
Open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. When tragedy befalls you. I walk alone.
Despite your best efforts, you refuse to die. What is that?
Dark shadows follow me.
These are dangerous times.
Here's where life's dream lies disillusioned.
You shouldn't be here tonight.
The edge of reality. Dark shadows follow me. The edge of reality.
Don't waste your time. You wanna get baby Put your head together, see what's going on. Don't waste your time.
Dark shadows
Are you in therapy?
Mrs. Wang, are you with us?
I am paying attention.
Let's watch a sitcom or something.
Nick Cage.
The cuckoo is in the nest and the cuckoo's about to be trapped.
If I've done something to you, just tell me what I've done to you. I just don't like you no more.
Okay, give me a hug.
People are sometimes afraid of things they don't know.
Take care.
action, no matter how frightened you are. You can teach somebody that, they can change their whole life.
I have a wish. Of all the places I could be, I still want to be here with you.
There is just no end to surprise. But out of some persistent sense of large-scale ruin, we keep inventing hope.
My God, we watch too many movies.